Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Welcome to another breakdown video. And today I'm going to be doing a midweek analysis on only gold because right now gold is the only pair that I'm spotting a potential opportunity on. I know on Sunday I gave an analysis on gold and both EU and GU, but GU and EU they're currently consolidating. So I'm not really looking at those pairs right now. I'm just focusing on gold because gold is where the money is right now. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into the analysis because I don't really have time. I'm supposed to be heading out soon. So I'm just going to quickly drop this for you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So on Sunday, I said I focused on the daily time frame and I told you guys what I was expecting on gold. I said I was expecting price to give us another retest of this resistance zone. Let me highlight it for you guys to see. I said I expected price to give us another retest of this resistance zone because we've seen one, two, three, four touches of that resistance zone. I expect a fifth touch and most likely a break to the upside from there. But for now, that is like a later, probably later in the month, we'll see that retest. But let's focus on the now opportunity. What is happening now in the market? Before seeing a retest of that resistance zone, what is going on now in the market? Now we jump to the 4 hour time frame. Remember earlier last week, I said that before we continue buying, I would want to see price sell off a bit before we buy. Why? Because I was expecting price to balance the inefficiency that was created on Friday as a result of the NFP news. The NFP news created a huge imbalance in the market on Friday, which I expect price to fill up before continuing to buy. And with that being said, my bias or my prediction for, or my, not prediction, my opportunity rather for gold this week will most likely be a counter trend trade. So I won't be buying gold. I will be looking to sell gold this week. And let me explain to you guys why. So if we look at the 4 hour time frame, we can see that let me delete that. Yeah, we can see that we were in a downtrend because price created a series of lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, then lower lows, right? Now, on before the end of last week, we saw a change in that trend as a result of price creating a lower high, then a higher low, then higher high. Then on Monday and on Tuesday, the bullish trend continued with another series of, what am I touching? Yeah, with another series of higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs. So we can see that clearly the market right now, the gold market right now is bullish. Yes, we can see that the gold market right now is very much bullish. But if you look at this bullish trend, focusing on price from this level to this level, if you look at this trend, if we focus on this trend, we can notice something. We noticed that on Friday, because of the NFP news, we had a rush of bullish volume in the market. There was a lot of bullish volume in the market. The bullish momentum was high, and we can see that this price created a very huge bullish engulfing candle, which took out highs of previous days. Yeah, and if you look at Monday and Tuesday, which would be this, we can see that volume is not as much. Yeah, Monday and Tuesday. If you look at that, we can see that the volume is not as much as Friday. Looking at the boxes, forget the size of the width of the box, just focus on the length of the box. You can see that the momentum was very low on, has been very low on Monday and on Tuesday, which is signaling the momentum, which is signaling that the momentum, the bullish momentum in the market is beginning to get exhausted. That means buyers are taking out their profits, they are cashing out the bullish profit, the bull profit, and sellers are beginning to, you know, come in the market to also take advantage of their own move, which will be the counter trend move that will rebalance the inefficiency that was created on Friday. This is just my analysis. This is just my analysis on gold. It's not what is going to happen. I'm just analyzing. I'm not telling you guys what is going to happen. But based on what I'm seeing, I'm telling you that we might have a counter trend later on this week into next week. So, on with that being said, we can see that the bullish momentum on Monday and Tuesday is low and weak. So any sign of any bullish sign we see, any bearish sign we see right now, we are going to up in that trend. We are going to enter that trade because that is the opportunity that is presenting itself right now, a counter trend opportunity. So I would expect to see price trade because right now we can see that price is also respecting a resistance zone around 3,300 and for 85 between 3,382 to 3,380 3,390. We are seeing price respecting a resistance zone around there. So if price can no longer move higher from this level and we start seeing a change in characters or a change of trend from bullish to bearish, I would want to see price trade down to 3,320, 3,319 thereabouts before I start buying back to 3,400 on gold. So let's up down to I think, yeah, apart from that, if we look at the if we look at the structure of the market, we can see a pattern. And this pattern is one of my favorite patterns to trade. It's the head and shoulder pattern. We can see clearly, as clear as day, the head and shoulder pattern in the market. We can see the left shoulder, we can see the head, and I'm expecting the right shoulder to be created around 3,320, 3,319, thereabout. From 3,320, 3,330, between 3,330 and 3,320, I'm expecting the right shoulder to be created. Okay, let's jump to the 30 minutes time frame. 30 minutes time frame. 30 minutes time frame is where I really focus on trend line, structure, and all of that. So looking at 30 minutes time frame, we can see that price is still very much bullish. There's no reason to start selling. And I would be expecting price to push further to the upside, respect this psychological level of 3,400, and then give us a change of character to the downside, and at the same time breaking this trend line channel and trading to the downside to create our right shoulder. So that's what I'm currently spotting in the market. Right now, I'm not seeing an opportunity to sell. I'm only seeing opportunities to buy. Even the opportunities to buy are not high probability opportunities. They are low probability opportunities. So I'm not trading. So far this week, I've not traded any pair, gold, GU, EU. I've not traded anything so far this week. I'm just watching the market and waiting for the right opportunity to strike. So later on this today or tomorrow, I might take a trade on gold depending on how soon the counter trend starts or the continuation trend, anyone. But if my bias changes, I will post another video today or tomorrow And if it remains the same, I will be sending a signal to the group later on. So I hope you guys were able to learn something from this video. I'm sorry it's a very quick one. I'm rushing somewhere. So yes, have a great day, guys, and be prepared. I'll be dropping a signal or I'll be sharing an opportunity with you guys soon. So make sure you're prepared to catch the opportunities I'm sending your way. And also don't just watch my videos and expect to get better in the market. No, do your own research, do your own personal study, and we'll all get there eventually. So with that being said, you guys have a beautiful day. I'll see you guys soon.